Hello. Oh my god, my battery is going to die. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, let's just start. It is March, and we are filming November. I have not been in the mood to film, but I'm finishing my coffee before I go to work, so may as well do a little bit. Okay, so Monday the 17th, I was sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Jason took Cammie to work. And I worked from home. And then we had Cammie's pre-spay appointment, which I managed to get myself out of the house for. And then we whipped up to Winners to see if we could find a replacement jacket for Cammie, but they didn't have her size. And then Jason went and dropped my library book off, which I think I might have books due this week, so I should probably get reading. I don't know if I'm going to get that done. I have my performance review tomorrow. We're doing it at the end of the day, so depending on how the work week just seems to crumble when I get in later, I may leave after my performance review, or it may be chaos and I might be staying. We also have a Women of GS dinner on Thursday, I think. It's so weird to see a little shopping when I was at home sick. But we literally just popped into Winners, and by the time I got home, I was cooked. I was done. Okay, Tuesday. Should I go into work this day? Oh yeah, I did. And then I came home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I obviously did not run. So I had coffee and then I went to work. Shireen was at a conference. So, always great time to get sick. Jason was actually just sick for the second time. It's like we've traded, and you know what? I kind of like it. I am notorious for getting sick. And then I had to go to the library and pick something up. I only asked Jason to drop the book off because I was like, I'm not giving you, you don't know what to do, and I'm not walking you through it. I'll do it tomorrow. But if you don't pick your book up on time, you get dinged a fee. So I was like, I gotta go. So I had coffee and then I went to work. I was exhausted. But I was exhausted, but I was feeling good. Like that weird, you're still sick, but you get like this burst of, I feel like a human being, even though I'm tired. And then I crashed so hard. I was standing in the kitchen making a tea, and Levi was like, you okay? I'm like, I actually don't know anymore. He was like, maybe you should just leave. I was like, you know what? Good call. So I finished my tea and then I left. I came home and I took a nap. And then I watched soccer and I did some more work. So it's not like I wasn't working. I just needed to go home and take a nap. All right, now my battery's going to die. BRB. All right, shout out to my camera for absolutely being a dick. This is so not how I wanted to start my week, but okay. Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I once again made it to work. I had a webinar to do this day. Shireen was still at a conference. But I did get lunch paid for. So I ordered spicy, it's called Atomic Breath, ramen. So at least I had that going for me. Oh no. It's crooked, but whatever. So yeah, I ordered the spicy ramen. So good. Why is my camera tilted? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll fix it later. So I did that, and then Georgia and I, in the evening, took an Uber to the Pleasant here in Vancouver for the Women in Consulting Engineering winter social. I don't usually go to like our business development or sponsorship events, but I decided that I should get out a little bit more, so I opted to start with something that was a little more social. I was exhausted at the end of this. I walked home really just to like soak in the fresh air. And I pit stopped at Ernest Ice Cream on the way home. They had, what was it? Almond croissant flavor. It was so good. I rarely get to use these little munchkins because I don't remote work much anymore since work is so close. But hey, we get to use them. We get to use the munchkins. And then I got home, I had a tea, and then I went straight to bed. I didn't pick up a cone. I picked up pints. And I still think we have some in the freezer, so well done. There's the first half. Forgot about my coffee. Okay. Shireen was back to work this day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I once again surprisingly did not run. Not surprisingly. Don't run when you're sick. Just let your body heal. Oh, I gotta take my ginger shot before I leave for work. And then we're gonna have to go to Costco and get mower. Okay, so coffee and YouTube. I went into the office. What else? I picked up some groceries. Watched football, and then Jason had hockey. So happy it's almost daylight savings time because it's March 2nd today. I can't believe the time changes on Saturday. Or it's Sunday, technically. Okay, Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was doing 2, 2, and 2. I was like, why do I have such big boxes? So I went into work early this day, and then I had a call about a possible conference. I just don't think it's the right fit for us. I think this was my last injection. And then I was told by the VGH MRI requisition center that the wait would be 12 months. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The Sport Med doctor's office did not send in my requisition in October. So now I was like, so now we're starting the clock from now, then, is what you're telling me? Great. But don't you worry, I've since had my MRI and I just went to Sports Med on Monday last week. So there is no cartilage damage, which is what they were looking for, because he's like, it's really, like, sprains can last this long, especially if you've had them before, which I have. But he was like, it is odd that you still have a fair amount of flexibility issues. So he's like, let's just MRI it and make sure that there's no. Oh yeah, we went to the PWHL game. This was the home opener. Golden Eyes won. FYI, as of right now, hockey is a very contentious topic, but let me tell you that we support women's sports on this channel, and if you do not support women's sports, please say yourself out. Now, if you do support women's sports, I would like to introduce you to, I obviously am partial to the Vancouver Golden Eyes because I live here. And also, who doesn't love Sarah Nurse, okay? Let's be real. But I do also really like Minnesota and Seattle. I can't and will never cheer for Seattle solely because they are number one. We played Seattle on this game. But they all have, all of the teams have phenomenal women. But those are the 3 out of the, how many teams do we have now? 8 or 10? 8, I think. But if you're not a hockey person and you like soccer, I would also like to introduce you to the Vancouver Rise. The season starts soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Saturday. Slept in. Still not allowed to run. Still sick, so it doesn't matter. I did change the sheets. Oh my God. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so the Whitecaps played this day. This game was fucking insane. So anyway, I changed the sheets. I did some laundry. I binged YouTube because, again, I'm not allowed to be running or walking, really. So we go to the game. The fact that we got tickets, amazing. We're currently season ticket holders, so we now never have to play that game again. However, this was against our mortal enemy, LAFC. Okay? We do not like LAFC. They're the worst. So this game is going on. All of a sudden, at the very end of the game, we're up. And I'm like, are we going to fuck this up somehow? And then we get called a red card after we've made our final substitution. So if you play soccer or you watch soccer or football, depending on where you live in the world, that means you're not playing with 11 players. You're playing with 10. Sorry, we didn't. We had. Anyway, at the end of the day, with the injury and the penalty, we were down a man. So then Son naturally scores and ties it up. Okay, so now we're going to overtime. And it's like, so we're playing 2 15-minute periods, and then if it's still a draw, we're going to the penalty kicks. Be still my motherfucking heart, please. I'm like, you know what? If we make it through this, we're like untouchable. We managed to kill the whole 2 15-minute periods. And we won. In penalties. So Son was the first kicker. And he missed. And at that moment, I was like, fuck, we're winning. We're winning. We're winning. We won. So we were off to the MLS Cup. Nope. Wait. Yeah. Fuck. No. Conference finals. We had to play San Diego. Snapdragon Stadium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, that was a wild time. So that was the last home game. But we went to the watch party the next week. And then we hosted friends and my brother-in-law for the MLS Cup, because I'm just going to spoil it for you here. We beat San Diego. So kiss my ass, San Diego. Okay, thanks, bye. So anyway, we slept in. Jason tried to get conference tickets because of this. Oh, we were waiting. We were waiting to see if we would have one more home game, but we didn't. So we were trying to get tickets to the conference final. But San Diego won, so then we went to Snapdragon Stadium down in San Diego. But yeah, those conference tickets sold out in 10 minutes. So welcome aboard, Vancouverites, to the Whitecaps bandwagon. We've all been here for a long time. It's been very difficult to get through some of these seasons. But welcome. Happy to have you. So New York beat Miami, but Miami still had the tiebreaker, so we did in fact go to Miami, and it was atrocious. But, you know, you can't win them all. There we go. First Christmas spread. How cute. All of the shops I used will be listed below. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.